Who's thinking about you now? If you were building a wall, or who would tear it all down and pull you through? Or who's thinking about...
Okay, welcome to episode 3 of This Is Thoughts. We have just gotten out of a town hall meeting. Apparently same-sex marriage is up on debate again. Unfortunately, I never got a chance to ask my question. We have with us, of course, my niece Brianna. And this is Stephanie, one of the ladies who's there. And pretty much right now what I want to start this off with is ask you guys, what were your thoughts on what was going on up on the stage? What you thought of the 4 panelists? And what would you like to see happen to that pastor?
Well, Stephanie, I'll let you go first. You have an interesting background to share with this as well.
Well, I thought it was really interesting that the discussion kept going back to this, like, if gay people can marry, and that means polygamy can happen and anything else can happen, which I thought was really ridiculous because the topic at hand is allowing 2 people who love each other to marry and to be able to raise their family in a loving, safe, respecting environment. And it kept going off of that, especially if the pastor from the other side. I thought it was really, like, you know, it was a very big scare tactic. So if gay people are going to get married, then we're going to support people who are Muslims, you know. Anything to do, I should say, with being a Muslim in the U.S. pretty much scares the crap out of anybody. And I thought that was a really cheap hit to the gay community, as well as the fact that the comments about what gays would do for the economy and boost the economy, and they said something in reference to you could go to a corner and start selling drugs and boost the economy as well. And I thought that was another really cheap hit. So.
Well, as I said in episode 1 of the show, and which strangely enough, episode 1 was on this exact same subject, was traditional marriage versus equal marriage. I won't call it gay marriage. As far as I'm concerned, it's all equal. Love is equal. The opposition, one, thinks this country is supposed to be a theocracy. That came up. Thankfully, the lady and the gentleman on my side, I think you guys remember the name better than I do.
Elizabeth and Hughes.
Pointing out this is not a theocracy. As I pointed out in episode 1, why did our people come to this country? Escaping religious persecution was one of the things. President Franklin Roosevelt's, which president? Never mind. The 1941 Four Freedoms speech that I spoke about before. The 4 freedoms: freedom for speech, freedom from and for religion, freedom from fear, freedom from want. Does any of this ring a bell to the American people? Okay, we're not supposed to be afraid of other people's religion. We're just not supposed to allow it to dominate us. That's okay. Well, I can look at that.
Interception.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, we just had a pass by. We were unfortunately in an open area, and I'll go ahead and just let that play. I'm not going to edit. Don't worry. People look at me going, "Don't edit. We must see who the guy was." So do I. Is he single? Is he gay? Anyways, but that is the issue. Do people have the right to be people? We haven't heard any of your thoughts on this yet. I know them, but I'm not our audience.
Right. Honestly, I thought it was an interesting topic. I've not really heard much about this topic. I know you're gay in general, but I've never really heard the big debate about the marriages in this country for equal marriage across the board. I discussed it a little bit with my mother before with the stuff about the
term is called mudslinging. Unfortunately, it is a legal tactic that is allowed in this country. I still think that lawyers should do this. Should be. Do you remember what I said about the Westboro Baptist Church? Yeah. Okay, same thought on this issue with lawyers who do things like that. To me, it's the same as dirty politics. Okay, we must win this argument at any cost. No, let's win this argument by it being right. By it being, this is the right thing. This is what this is about. This is for people, all people. So, Stephanie, did you want to bring up anything else?
Well, I find it interesting that a lot of the topics with traditional marriage is the fact that one man and one woman can have children. And my parents were both Baptist and Republican. And here's the kicker, they cannot have children. Because my mom has type 1 diabetes. And during the time period when they want to have children, basically medical technology was not up to par, so it was extreme threat to her health to have children. So she adopted my brother, who's not my biological brother, and then they later adopted me. And I came out actually recently because I was scared, reckless of my parents basically rejecting me. And the funny part when I came out was that here's the biological side of this. My mom had never told me that she had heard from a lawyer who had told her that both my biological aunt and my biological grandmother were both lesbians.
Love it, love it, love it. See, that's the...
But my mom went to our pastor, Dr. Bowser, and asked Dr. Bowser, is there any chance that she might be gay? And Dr. Bowser assured my mother, this is my mother telling me years and years, 29 years later, my mother was assured by Dr. Bowser that homosexuality was not hereditary.
Okay, I must take some quick facts on this. Because this is an issue I didn't bring up in the first one. One, it is from birth. This is not nature versus nurture. Science has already shown, one, it's pretty much in every animal kingdom, and we are natural animals. There's homosexuality, one. Two, they usually track it down as far as genetically. If it's the male, it traces down through the mother's side. If it's female, it traces down through the father's side. As far as large families go, usually the more male children the female has, the more likely that that male child will be homosexual, because the more her body is bombarding that Y chromosome with female hormones. So either way you have it, guess what?
See, I don't see it as like so much of that genetic relationship is more like you're psychologically geared not towards the more dichotomous view of being male or female. I feel like you're either prone to be attracted to one gender or the other, or maybe equally the same, and not this like you're either female or male. It's either masculine or feminine. And I feel like that dichotomy is so heavily on the gay community towards a heterosexual couple when we're not heterosexual.
Exactly.
The heterosexuals, their standards do not fit our mold. We are queer people who do not fit this like I'm a man and this is my wife and she is the woman. It is we love each other.
Now, I will say this right now. I'm a straight woman, but I refuse for equal marriage due to the fact that I don't see a problem with it. I was raised Catholic. Yes, I'm bringing this up.
We won't discuss what I talked about Catholic priests, not right now.
But I diverged from the Catholic Church because I did not agree with a lot of their teachings. I thought some of their teachings were stubborn and pig-headed.
Why are you looking at me as you say those things? Anyhow.
Because you are stubborn and pig-headed at times.
We can only hope. Okay. We're going to go ahead and wrap this up since I'm trying to keep these only about around a little over 2 minutes.
Okay.
Thanks for watching. Good day, good night, whichever time schedule you happen to be watching this on. And peace, long life, and think about what's been said today. And we're out.
To you, somebody must believe if they could see what I see. If they haven't, well, they will.